invest in yourself. They showed us if we make $100 from a performance, save 50, put 40 into your business, buy a piece of equipment, buy some clothing, learn something, and then spend 10 on yourself.
What makes a good business person in this journey that you're on, just in general as an artist?
A good business person has a passion and a vision. So a vision and a passion.
Yeah.
And it's mostly beyond money. It's beyond profit. It's always about bringing an experience or bringing joy or bringing some sort of vision to a wider audience. So they want to achieve something.
Yeah.
This is the kind of business person, because a lot of people come in and they just want to get rich or they just want to, but when you see a business person, that person always almost has a bigger vision for humanity or for community or for others.
Yeah.
And that's how I have always been in my music. So I kind of tend to gravitate towards wanting to collaborate with people like that.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get it twisted. We always need to make a check and we always need to do money making and profitable business. But you want to kind of blend those because there are people who know how to, put the creative and the purpose first. And they know that once it makes sense, it's going to make dollars.
Yes, yeah.
Sense.
I'll say watching Machel's business, style, I always admired the risks that he'll take in investing in himself and the vision. Forget himself, the vision, right? Like from a very young age, he bought acres of land that now, 30 years later, we're living in, and like the vision takes time to realize, but from very early in his career, what 18-year-old is buying acres of land with their money that they're making in entertainment? Then from there, studio equipment. Then from there, any of the latest technology needed for the team to execute their jobs, we buy it, right? There's never a stingy attitude towards taking things to the next level and delivering world-class level opportunities to the Caribbean. Right? And I think that's advanced the entire industry here, to be honest, not only your career, but the entire industry.
And as a major lesson we learn again, a principle that our parents put in us, core values from the beginning, invest in yourself. They showed us if we make $100 from a performance, save 50, put 40 into your business, buy a piece of equipment, buy some clothing, learn something, and then spend 10 on yourself. So we were like always taught how to reinvest. And today, Akinola was asking me about what is a circular economy. But that is what it is. You invest and you're sustainable and you put in skills development. You put some into rest and recovery and health and wellness in this day and age. So a good business person knows how to balance what they do. It's not always about making money to buy houses and buy cars, and it's about putting money back into that very thing that you love doing and also investing into others, not just financially, into educating them. We had people who we carried to recording workshop with me. When Machel was going to learn to be a sound engineer, we took another young person with us and we sponsored to do that also. And that person became somebody I could work with and now is out doing his own thing. But it's always about investing in people when you see the potential and, making it part of the business that they could become a business onto your business that could add and, expand.
What's up, everybody? It's Mauricio Ruiz, founder of the Manager's Playbook. If you've seen the podcast, I talk a lot about how the music business really works. Not the theory, but what it actually takes to build a career that lasts. Listen. I spent over 17 years working behind the scenes with artists, managers, and teams, helping them make smarter deals, build systems, and grow careers that actually scale. And there's one thing that I've learned. Most people aren't lacking talent. They're lacking a playbook and someone to help them execute it. That's why, for the first time ever, I'm opening up the Manager's Playbook Mentorship Program. A hands-on program where my team and I personally help you get clear on your strategy, build real momentum, and make better business moves in the next few months. Now, if you're serious about taking your career or your artist to the next level, this is your chance to work directly with us. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Click the link below, learn more, and book your call today. Let's build your playbook together. Now back to the pod.
Do you think vision can be taught, or is that innate in somebody?
I think you can learn vision. It can be taught. If you observe a visionary, I think you could understand what is happening. And I think eventually you could find your own visions in your head. It is something that is innate. It is something that multiple people are capable of. You know, I might be able to jump as high as you because you're 6'2" or 6'4".
Good call. 6'2",
right?
yeah.
You understand?
Wow.
You might be able to run as fast as Che because he light on his feet.
Yeah, right.
You know, I might be able to lift as much weight, but physically we have, but I think spiritually or in terms of potential and vision, we all have the ability to create, to create something in our mind, to dream something up, to imagine something. And then if you have the dedication to work towards it, which is the inspiration, and you're gonna need energy. You're gonna need energy. You can't be down and depressed. And you know, once you have the energy and the inspiration, your next thing is about working with people who can help you achieve it. So I think everybody has that potential. But would everybody realize it in this time? No. And it's not necessary because sometimes he might have a vision that I might like. And I might want to contribute and have an idea too. So sometimes you could be on somebody else's vision that would inspire you to find your vision. I think it happens within the human being when that calling decides to.
Yeah. Well,
I think there's a vision.
And then you have the soldiers, right? And this.
Yeah, well, there's a vision that exists for something that needs to happen.
Yeah.
It'll find a vessel, and then if that vessel is a good, you can call it a business person, but just a good leader, the whole energy will move in that way. And that's what, like, you know, when he's got a vision for something, like the arms that reach out, it's over 150 people like that we're employing, and like, but you put a vision and mission first, everything points towards that. And then your decision making is so easy. Does it fit the vision or mission? Like I always go to, when we're looking at certain things, like take someone like a Bob, right? Bob Marley. I don't think it was hard for him to make a lot of decisions. It would just like roll off of him if it wasn't in his integrity.
In his core values.
Yeah, if it wasn't in his core values or in his integrity, it would just roll off and it wouldn't even make it through the door.
Yeah.
Right? And then his soldiers at the front gate would know that's not allowed in here. Right? It doesn't even get to
that's real shit.
them, right? So the vision can just spread into many people.
Very early in the game, I pulled Che and everybody into the room and I gave them 3 pillars. This is what we're here to do. Make music reflecting the highest expression of who we are and take it to the corners of the globe. That's 1. 2, do collaborations with others and we must empower them while learning from them. And 3, do smart and innovative business. Those were the 3 pillars that I said to Chin and that we stand on to this day. The make music reflecting the highest expression of who we are and take it to the corners of the globe has grown to become express your highest self and share it with others.
Yeah.
Even if they're right next to you. Once we start doing that, we find our highest selves. We always improving who we are. We always trying to be our highest self, whether it's meditation or exercise or right eating or conscious thinking. We always improving our skills. Learning AI, learning Photoshop, learning Logic. If I could teach Che those things, we always, you know.
Technology is part of your core value system.
For
and a lot
sure.
of people, as they get older, they're very scared of it and
They're
wary.
scared of technology.
You keep
diving in.
I'm the same way. I see these new technologies coming along. It's like, okay, AI, wow, okay, I have to learn this.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not only just because like I'm gonna get left behind or competitive, it's just like I'm naturally curious and interested.
Some people are scared that their job gonna be taken away. But I wish somebody could take my job. Then I'll go on the beach, I'll relax, and then I'll do something else. I'll find something else. I'm saying,
to be done.
you know, these automated jobs and robots and AI, they come to take the stress away from us, but we could also choose other things. And we have to remember, we are the ones programming them.
Right.
You know, we are the ones who have the real ideas.
Yeah.
So sometimes some people are scared, but we're not scared of it. And we would do that upgrade of ourselves and make sure we're on the tip of the spear always. But then we will collaborate with other people who we feel have that same energy. and we make sure that we teaching them something,
Yeah.
but we also learning something from them.
Of course.
Because the youths have all the enthusiasm and all the ideas.
100%.
We have all the experience and all the, you know, the stability of finances. And we can put those two together
Fair trade.
and do something.
Yeah.
And then now, do smart and innovative business. We want the best technology, the smartest dudes, yeah, and girls and people who just on the right things.
Yeah.
And we put those together and it happens, you know?
Okay, so on that note, I love this from the book King of Soca. This is yours, I believe. But this is from the book. Can you walk me through that?
So this was the most important thing. Let's go to the four corners. As Chase said, it rolling off of Bob because Bob has a philosophy. One love, Africa unite. You know, he has that philosophy about family and love and unity. So we had a philosophy, and I just laid out the philosophy of what we do. Within that philosophy, we now have to base the company, which is on this side. Everybody must know what the philosophy is, what the objective is, what we're trying to achieve. And then we'll have a plan for the year. This is the plan that we're going to set out to achieve for this year. That's a year plan. So philosophy in this corner, the company built on the philosophy. This is the plan of what we're trying to execute. And then the very acute objective was a body of work. We know we needed some sort of art, some sort of material, some sort of message, and we needed that message or that body of work to implore or to contain the philosophy, to drive the company, and to succeed at all the different objectives we were trying to achieve during that year. Me and Che often set up visions that we want to get this show and Tiny Desk and Kennedy Center and this and that and that. And we will set like the next 8 months what we are to achieve. And then bet your bottom dollar, 8 months later, we looking at each other laughing like, wow,
Knock
we
them
actually did it. We knocked them down, boom, boom, boom. And we laugh sometimes saying, you know, it was easy. It was pretty easy. I mean, it was challenging. It wasn't hard. It wasn't
Right.
but it was easy. It was easy to dream up. We made it here, but it was very challenging in between to get it to happen.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what basically this is. And there's always the challenges in the middle because the challenges are the things that we love. They're not problems. They're
love that.
opportunities.
I love that.
They're opportunities for us to lean on each other.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Opportunities for us to like huddle
Yeah.
and say, how are we gonna fix this one?
How important is that to look at that as a challenge versus a problem?
That is the most important part. I mean, the Bible says, where two or more are gathered in thy name, there too shall I be. I like to quote from the Bible sometimes.
Say that again.
Where two or more are gathered in thy name, there too shall I be. Meaning that the creator, that God power, is most evident when people come together. Numbers.
Yeah.
So when we have a thing that we're trying to solve, if we huddle, his idea, your idea, my idea, then we're not alone. You know what I mean? We're not alone. We together. We mightn't be we mightn't know where we're going, but we're willing to step off the cliff together. You know, we don't have the confidence, but we have the clarity. So clarity is you're willing to take a risk together. If we lose, we lose. But we could all laugh about it together. It's not like you're gonna be on it. And that's how we function with challenges. We love them because we know we're gonna knock them down.
Are you, with such a busy schedule, where do you find the time? Because I feel like you got to go inward and then you'll have the conversations. Okay, what are we gonna do in the next year? But maybe that's just how I approach it. You know, I think to myself and try and find where do I want to take this journey that I'm on when it comes to my career or my personal life. But with such a busy schedule, where are you finding the time to do this?
That's where the wife comes in.
Okay.
The wife will force you to take time off.
This is true.
The wife will make sure that you're not burning yourself out and you understand masculine energy wants to conquer and wants to expand infinitely. Feminine energy wants to preserve and nurture and take care. So that's why I had to choose a wife and getting married and balancing myself because that feminine energy needed to be guarded, introduced, nourished, developed, and she was the one who was kind of saying, all right, no, you need to do something fun. No, you need to do something relaxing. No, you need to just lay out in the sun, or we need to go to the beach today. Because I have that problem with Che. Che will go 99 hours a day, all day, non-stop.
I do it in the ocean too, but I have my phone.
And sometimes I just need to relax. But then sometimes I will relax all day and he will be the one saying, no, we have to. So sometimes it's a push and a pull on one person. And, my wife has been the person who has helped me to manage that. Because sometimes you can burn yourself out. And then you find that time and you yourself will start to appreciate and become automatically knowledgeable of, I need to take a rest right now.
Right.
I need to chill. Or I need to go by myself. Sometimes you need to go away from the wife and away from the marriage. You need to go somewhere by yourself.